Y'all is good. Y'all, it's your boy Jay back at it again. Today we got my horrible party experience by the boy. Y'all know what the deal is, man. Follow me on both Jays here and Jays there. Get tapped on my socials. Without further ado, we gonna get right into it.
Yeah, parties. That time of year when leaves start to fall off trees, neighbors decorate the streets so kids can trick or treat, and when people throw parties like they're allergic to sleep. Fun fact, where I'm from, we don't really celebrate Halloween, so all of the dressing up and walking around the neighborhood with like your bucket and costume to get snacks, I never had that experience. However, we still threw Halloween parties, which never made any sense to me, but life goes on. Oh, and fun fact, I was also going through a failed relationship at the time. I mean, it was more of a talking stage, but that's a story for another day. And not gonna lie, she kinda did me bad, which isn't too surprising. So yeah, long story short, I was in a really
My boy was down bad.
bad spot. Mentally, physically, and spiritually. It was bad. And not gonna lie, this felt like a turning point in my life. Picture your favorite show. Now imagine
Every real nigga, you know, bro. Every real nigga, you gotta get ghosted. You gotta get done, bro. You gotta go through the rut so you can get up. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta go through it, bro. It's part of the process, bro. Every time the MC's about to become stronger, he goes through some crazy shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
the protagonist, because there's a point in every movie or show where the main character gets beaten very badly or is at their lowest point for a short period or a long period of time. And during this time period, they usually get stronger, faster, and or wiser. Then towards the end, they use their newfound skills or newfound techniques, newfound whatever, to defeat the antagonists of the show. Boom, fade to black. So if you watch enough movies, you'll realize this exact pattern. Now, around the time that this was happening, there was one Halloween party being held. That was one, not too far from me. Two, happening in the next 2 weeks. And three, I heard a lot of baddies were gonna be there. So I laid there in my bed, contemplating on what I should do. I could either cut off all distractions and finally lock in on my
I say cut off distractions. That's what a nigga like me had to do, boy. Been through the shit. Cut off distractions, got off IG and got off my ass and actually start putting in that fucking effort, my boy.
goals and become the man needed to bring my dreams into reality, or go to this party and indulge in my wicked fleshly desires.
Nah.
What? Before you say anything, I know that it wasn't the smartest decision at the time, but give me a break. I was going through it, bro. So, couple days passed, and I was using this time to get my costume in order. I had no choice but to be dripped down head to toe, just in case I see some fine shit. And as the days passed, we finally closed in on the night of the Creekside Halloween party. Yes, that was the actual name. And I know I said it wasn't that far from me, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Luckily, my older brother and his girl at the time were going, so I kind of just booked a ride with them. I love their costumes, by the way. They went as like corpse husband and corpse wife, I think. So anyways, we pull up and wait in the line. That's if I can even.
I'm a lazy ass nigga. My Halloween costume was Hiei off EU Hawkins show, bro. All the nigga did was, I already had the pants and a black tank top. All the nigga did was get bandages, bro. I'm cheap as fuck. I'm not about to drop damn near a band for a Halloween costume.
Even call it a line. It was like 5 people in it. And not gonna lie, at first it was looking kind of dead. And if I'm being honest, I was upset because I was like, damn, I wasted a whole fit for this. I thought that I got fresh for nothing. But as soon as I stepped inside, let's just say I was looking for gold and I found diamonds. But I'm gonna have to stick to mine in gold. Like, who do you think I am?
Yeah.
I am a
You ain't got the badges for that, big man. Nah, bro. I ain't gonna lie, nigga. I mean, I shoot high, bro. I always shoot high.
67 overall at best, no badges. I was not ready. And now that we're
the
here,
Hall of Fame shooter badge, the charismatic badge, and the bold badge, bro. I ain't gonna
we
front.
kind of split and do our own thing. So they leave and make their way towards the DJ booth. So now I'm flying solo. And to be honest, I'm not trying to be by myself the whole time. So that's when my eyes track back to the group of girls I was standing by the bar. And remember, I'm kind of going through a failed talking stage, so I'm trying to see what's up. So I start walking towards them, you know, we lock eyes, walking,
No, the
you know.
key when you in a scenario like this, you gotta compliment. You gotta start off by complimenting the whole group. Like, yo, how y'all ladies doing? Good. What's your names? What's your names? You gotta do that. You can't go gun for one girl because she's with a friend group, right? You know what I'm saying? You gotta include the whole group, and then as time goes on, right? As time goes on, you gonna start weighing out if one of the girls is feeling you or not, and then that's when you hit the ISO. You feel what I'm saying?
Slow on some nonchalant shit, feeling confident, and that's when I make my way around the group and
Boo, nigga, boo, hold on, nigga. No, I'm just playing. Nigga folded, bruh. Nigga folded like fresh laundry.
okay, now I don't really drink, but I had to loosen up the shoulders. And as I'm sipping and willingly indulging in this poison, I randomly ran into two friends I met in college. We'll call them Chell and Zell.
Hey DB, how have you been?
Yeah, it feel like I haven't seen you in like forever.
You know me. just staying out the way.
Nigga, heartless. I've been feeling heartless. Ass nigga, bro. That nigga struggling, bro.
And now that we're done with the formalities, we take a few shots, take a couple flicks, and then head back to the main area of the function. And not gonna lie, the venue was flooded. It's nothing but people dancing, falling, throwing themselves at each other, falling over themselves, throwing themselves at the wall, throwing themselves outside. Majority
Never let niggas get the hold of that drink, bro. Niggas do anything.
of the crowd was by the DJ booth, but we were more in the back, just vibing, dancing, and enjoying each other's company. But eventually they did leave. Turns out they were party hopping, and they stayed there longer than they should have. I was tempted to go, but my bro was my only ride home because I didn't have a car. Still don't have a car. So now I'm just standing there, rocking back and forth with a cup in my hand, probably looking like this. And I just remember being bored as hell because my only two friends were gone. But
Time to socialize, my nigga. Time to, you know what I'm saying, use your social skills, all that shit, boy, baby boy.
that's when I hear a familiar voice creeping behind me. Turns out it was my boy Jeff, dressed as a
My nigga, pimp name slick back.
pimp. Jeff is that one friend that knows almost everyone. Like that one friend that when you're both walking on the street, like you gotta wait while he greets like 50 other people. Textbook definition of a social butterfly. So I decide I'm gonna start moving with bro. He
Y'all love that meme. Where's that nigga? Yo, that's such a cold meme, bro.
introduced me to the group of friends that he came with, and not gonna lie, it was up from there. We were doing the most random stuff, taking flicks, drinking, unfortunately, dancing, approaching girls, getting rejected, you know, all the normal party stuff, until these two individuals dressed as stickmen started challenging people to random dance battles, and I was like, oh shit. And not gonna lie, it was really interesting to watch. Like they were on like a crazy win streak for like a minute until the DJ started playing MJ, and then they got cleared by this guy that was wearing a Joker costume. And around this time, it's like 2:35 a.m. to be exact, and that's when I got a call from my brother. They in the car, they're tired, they're old, they're ready to go. So I dap up my boy Jeff, and I start speed walking outside before the car just disappears. And as I'm walking out, the DJ starts playing the slowest R&B song I ever heard in my
Yeah, you gonna get stranded, my nigga. That, bruh. They start playing that slow Mary J. Blige, bro. Some Usher. Oh, it's up, bro.
life. So when I'm walking, I'm seeing nothing but couples doing the
Yo,
absolute
it's
most.
Jossie Boy J back at it again. Today we got why listening to a woman will ruin your life. Insane title. Alright, yeah, that's the other video we just reacted to. You know, your boy been on that grizzly my grind type shit. You know, we put in work around here, bro.
In my life. So when I'm walking, I'm seeing nothing but couples doing the absolute most. And remember, going through a failed talking stage. And that's when my mind starts dwelling on that one girl I mentioned earlier in the video. Her name is Jane, by the way. I don't know why I didn't give her a name sooner. So I'm walking outside like, damn, this is supposed to make me feel better. I damn near feel worse now. Had me in the car looking out the window like, what am I doing?
Nigga had that post-nut party clarity bit.
Me feeling like I was in like an old early 2000s R&B video with like the all-white suit on. Like I was literally
It's gonna burn for me to say this. Looking at it.
just contemplating just going outside the house and being like,
Hell nah. Nigga gonna be more like Tom in the Boondocks, bruh. Stupid ass.
but anyways, I get home, fall asleep, wake up feeling like absolute garbage. Don't partake in certain activities, guys. It is not as fun as it looks. So yeah, that was actually my first Halloween party. I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of calm, you know.
My first, I'm not a party nigga, but the first party, a real party I went to, that by myself was like, I say the start of this year was my brother's party because we was moving houses, so they had a party for that. It actually went pretty damn good. I ain't going on, but that being said, shout out the boy for this good video. With that being said, it's your boy Jay. Stay healthy, stay with